Hi, this lesson today is about fractions. Now, although it's helpful to know how to calculate fractions by hand, you will be able to use your calculator. Okay, so we've got to look for a special key that you've got on your calculator. And if it's an older calculator, it would look like this one, ABC. If it's a newer calculator, it would look like that, with a fraction filled in at the top and a clear one at the bottom. Okay, let's start by simplifying a fraction. Now all you have to do is to key it in. And so, for example, if you wanted to simplify 12/15 in its simplest form, key it in as either 12 ABC 15 and press equals, and it will simplify it to 4/5. Now the calculator can't write it as a fraction, but you'll see it written like this. And that line there is it's a backwards L. Well, it could be the other way, but it looks like an L. That is your fraction line. And so that means it is 4/5. Now if you have to simplify a top-heavy fraction, let's say 15/12, the calculator will just change it to a mixed number. So the best way there is to flip it, put it in as 12/15, get 4/5, and then flip it back again. So it's 5/4. Now, how do you calculate with fractions? You just use the same operation keys as you've been using and key in your fraction. For example, let's go with 2/3 times 3/4. So with the older calculator, 2ABC3 times 3ABC4, and the calculator will give you something that looks like that. And you know that that is 1/2. Now if you've got the newer calculators, you will get the cursor into that box and put your 2 there, arrow down, and put your 3 in the other box, and then side arrow to make sure the cursor's in the middle of the line before you do your times. Okay, another example, let's add 3/4 plus 5/8. Key it in, 3ABC4 plus 5ABC8. Well, of course, with the newer ones, you'll be doing 3, 4, get the cursor in the middle, plus 5, 8. Now you'll get an answer that looks like this: 1, backwards L, 3, backwards L, 8. The last two are always the fraction, and the third one, or the first one, is the whole number. So that reads 1 and 3/8. Now don't forget you can, when you're finding roots and powers, the older calculators will need a bracket around any fraction when finding a root or a power. But if you're not sure, it's safer to put a bracket in anyway. Square root 3/4. I'd do the square root button, bracket 3ABC4, bracket equals. The calculator will actually give the answer as a decimal. 1/4 squared. Some calculators you need the bracket, others you don't, but you should get 1/16. As long as you know how to drive your calculator, that's the most important thing. So it's important to bring your calculator and use your own calculator. Now don't forget you've got a fraction or a decimal conversion button, and the older ones you just press the ABC key again and it will change it from a fraction to a decimal. And with the newer ones you've got an SD button as your fraction conversion. Okay, have a go at those.